So this is the Unmasking Men podcast. My name is Oluwatoni, aka Tone, and yeah, I'm back with these awesome conversations with men. My favorite topic at the moment, and I have the amazing Jesse Dan-Yusuf. Thank you for coming here.
Thank you for doing this. I'm so proud of you. Well done. Well done. Looking forward to the conversation.
Same here. Thank you. It's wild, good wild, that we're finally doing this because it's been like a year in the making, year plus. So yeah, thank you for your subtle nudges and questions like how far
Yes.
are we still doing this?
Yeah. I'm just always excited when people create and birth what is their dream. I feel like that's one of my callings to help people birth their ideas. So
I love that.
if you're close to me and you tell me something,
It's all over.
if you had told my wife, you would have done this earlier.
Oh, really?
Oh, no, man.
Okay,
If you
note
had told
to self.
Eva, you would have done it probably that month.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, she's like that. She doesn't
Okay.
she doesn't like to see people's dreams die.
Oh, gosh, well. Thank you. Well, here we are. So first things first, I just want to ask a very random question. What's something you're learning at the moment?
Whew.
0 to 100 real quick.
No, it's good because, let me say, at the moment, I'm learning what I'm currently teaching in church, which is grace. And the popular definition, which is also correct, but that's not the end of it, which is grace is, what's the popular definition? Unmerited favor.
Okay.
Yes. Unmerited favor, which is true, but it's, it's more than that. It is unmerited favor. It's God's empowerment for us to become like him. And that's what I'm learning. Currently in our church, we're going through Paul's letter to the Roman church. And we're currently in chapter 3. And where we are right now is learning that we're learning the need for the gospel. Too many times we think that grace is God empowering us to succeed at something, at our jobs or at our callings or our ministry, but it's more than that. If we understand where we were as a people, which is totally depraved, trapped in sin, broken, and grace stepped in, we need to appreciate the gospel. So that's where I'm at. That's what I'm teaching currently. That's the series we're on, that grace changes everything.
It does.
So yes. So as I'm teaching it, it's hitting me hard as well.
I love that.
Yeah.
Oh, gosh, that's so good. Yeah, so if anyone is listening and doesn't know, Jesse Dan-Yusuf is a pastor. Yeah, I call him Pastor, Big Bro, Sir, and now friend. I've blown because I can now call him friend. But I'd love to hear from you. So who is Jesse Dan-Yusuf?
Yeah, so my name is Nainrot Moon, Jesse Dan-Yusuf. Born in Warri, grew up in Jos, from Plateau State. I'm Ngas by tribe. We are under 1 million, so what some people may call a minority tribe. My mom was Isoko from Delta State. And God has been faithfully keeping me. This year I turned 34.
Quick check. Yeah, that happens to me.
I turned 34. Yeah. I'm checking because for the past 7 years, I've been 28 in my mind. So I still want to be young. So I turned 34, husband to the most beautiful woman on earth. And yes, Eva. And father to 2 amazing, beautiful girls as well, Ava Grace and Eden. But yeah, I'm a son, husband, father, brother, friend, pastor, and which is something God is still teaching me. Yeah.
Interesting.
And I just believe I'm passionate about making Jesus known, knowing him and making him known.
No, beautiful. Beautiful. You're a girl dad. The best
Yeah,
thing.
honestly.
How's that been?
It's been a learning, it's been an interesting journey because what's been happening is I thought growing up with women I knew,
Yeah.
but so
You
my
don't
eldest is
actually
4,
know.
but I'm still just learning.
Yeah.
And I believe I'm learning more about God in my journey as a father, honestly. Yeah.
That's such an amazing thing. Yeah. Our conversation last year, when I actually asked, "Oh, would you, if I started a podcast, would you be on it?" Stemmed from me posting my dad. So I posted my dad on my story, and it was 1 year post his passing. And you just asked, "Oh, is that your dad?" And then we started talking. You're very lovely, by the way, because you're like, I don't mean to pry, but but is that your dad? And then I just shared, yeah, that he passed the year prior. And you encouraged me, which I guess that's just your nature. Even before being pastor, I think you went into
I
like,
hope so.
yeah, I think it is encouragement mode, sharing your own story, losing your mom and your dad. Yeah, so can we talk about that? Like, what was your upbringing like, your family unit like, and what was losing your parents like as well?
Yeah. Um, Interestingly, my mom passed when I was 5, but I remember I don't know if it's the trauma of losing her that locked memory of her in me, but I remember things. I remember interacting with her from as early as 3 years old.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's it, and that's crazy on its own. I remember the day she died, and I was 5 then, because she had traveled. So after she had our third born, who that passed with her, and she had not seen her parents in a while in Delta State, so she traveled to go see them. And on her way back in one of the eastern states, they had a very terrible accident, and she passed. And my dad was working in Kano at the time, and I remember waking up after siesta to see him like wailing on the floor. And that impacted me. I remember seeing her go in the ground in grave. I remember pouring the sand. And yeah, so I think my baby sister she can't remember anything. By the grace of God, she's married now with 2 kids as well. So I think very early on there was that pain already, but my dad married 3 years later, and married my first stepmother, and they were married for 7 years and got divorced. She unfortunately passed of breast cancer, but that marriage was also very tumultuous. It was terrible. Beginning, we were happy to have another mother in the house, but things started to change, and many of the things we saw or we see in Nollywood was a reality for us. So growing up, my dad, I believe, tried the best he could with what he knew. I wish he did more, but I now have grace for him,
Yeah.
especially now that
That's
he's late.
important. Yeah.
And after the divorce, he married again. And at the time, we were telling him, can you just be patient a bit? But I now understand he was also dealing with his own loneliness and depression. And he was not going to get love in this sense from me or my sister. So he needed someone around, especially when my sister and I were off to boarding school. So I spent most of that third marriage not even wanting to have anything to do with my new stepmother. And by the grace of God, I won't say our relationship is perfect, but we're striving. My
That's your
dad,
second
yes,
stepmom?
my second stepmom. My first stepmom did not have any child for my dad, so my second stepmom was a widow when she married my dad. She already had 2 kids, so I have step siblings and a half sister. Yes, me too. I learned the difference.
Yeah, it sometimes still confuses me.
So just seeing all of that shaped how I saw life, marriage, God, and God really had to find me because I wanted nothing to do with him. I thought he was wicked. Why would he,
Yeah.
put me and my sister in that situation, make us lose our mom, our brother, our first stepmother, and in this sort of blended family situation.
That's
I
a
did
lot.
not like, yeah.
Yeah. That's a lot.
So I'll say kind of, that's kind of like,
Your story, your family. I'm so sorry, honestly, but I mean, you're where you are now. You've navigated that all, but I know it can't be easy. And for me, I wasn't necessarily, I had an estranged relationship with my dad. So my mom and my dad weren't married, but had me while he was married and had some kids. Had some kids already who are my it confuses me. No, they're my half siblings.
Yes.
Yeah, they're my half siblings. But of course, even though we had that estranged relationship, I knew him enough from my mom. I knew the good things about him for it to hurt and for it to be disappointing. Like, okay, you were absent, but I mean, and now you've gone. Like, there was potential for there to even be like some sort of better relationship, but well, that's no more. So, man, family shapes who we are, who we become, if we let it. And it can be either negative or positive, I believe. But yeah, how did God find you? You didn't grow up in a Christian home then, or was it?
I did, yeah.
So,
I grew up in an Anglican
okay.
home. In fact, my uncle is the retired Bishop of Jos, Anglican Bishop of Jos. My father's younger brother is a priest, an Anglican priest.
Okay.
My first cousin is
Runs in the
so
family.
it is in the family, yes.
Yeah.
So we're Anglicans. I think I'm the first, maybe they call me Penty Rascal.
Penty Rascal.
Even though I would not necessarily define myself denominationally as a Pentecostal, but non-Anglican.
Yeah.
But what helped me was this. So in secondary school, I made up my mind. When I was seeing all the drama happening back home, I told myself, once I'm done with school, I'm going to go as far away as possible. So my dad did not want me to go too far, and we couldn't afford a private school. So I had heard stuff about the university in Bauchi, and I did not investigate as I should have.
Interesting.
And I applied for the
Do your
university in
research,
Bauchi.
guys.
And it was I did not know Bauchi was that conservative. And I went there, and that's because at the time in the country, only 2 universities were offering the course I wanted to study, which was information technology. So I went there, and I hated uni, hated it. But I made lifelong friends there, and that was where God found me. I tell the story
God, the
all the
best
time.
guy.
Yeah, myself and my best friend, who later got born again. We were in church. We went to look for girls that day, and I heard a sermon, and the next night I'm at the altar just repenting. So God started my healing journey there. So He did not start. What happened was I started knowing God as a father. And is it Jai Parker or John Stott that says the Christian name for God is Father or Abba? So I started to see God and know God as a father. And I started to see my father's failings through the eyes of God. And it made me love him more. It made me have grace for him. And as I grew up, as I planted myself around more Christians, became friends with my wife. Her parents, until her father's passing, her mother still leads it. They have a ministry a ministry.
A ministry.
Yes,
okay.
so they have a ministry for families,
right?
basically. Yeah. And they invited me for a breakfast meeting, or a series of breakfast meetings. And that was what started my healing journey.
Wow.
And I started to see God again as a father, see his love. And just shortly after that, like a month after they started that breakfast meeting, my father passed.
God, though.
So it's almost as if the Lord was preparing me for my father's passing. And when I came back from his funeral, I came and I submitted myself to Eva's parents. Her sisters tease me and say that was my strategy for getting Eva. But I promise you that's not what happened. But Eva's parents were really helpful. Then our spiritual mentor, the founder of Youth with a Purpose, Dr. Charles Ononiwu as well, really helped me navigate that season. But there are other men that provided wisdom and counsel. I have a grand uncle who is a very wise man. I call him, at important moments in my life. He's beautiful Uncle Godwin, my father's brothers as well. But in terms of spiritually, Eva's parents, Dr. Charles, Uncle Godwin, and some other people.
So important.
Started my journey, yes.
So important to have counsel, to have mentors, and gosh, God is so beautiful. I was just thinking, he's so kind that he would just start your healing before your dad.
My goodness, yeah.
That's the kindness of God, and I can relate to that because just before, how many months was that? 2-3 months before my dad passed, I went for this meeting with a friend that I was just gonna bail. She was like, "You just come." And guess the topic, the father heart of God. And I was like, "Yeah, okay, we're here. Of course, I mean, I have a relationship with God. I enjoy being there. I enjoy worship, so I'm there. I'm in it." But then my friend is to my right. A guy comes up to my left. I didn't even bother looking to my left at his face. But I think it's interesting, and I think it's a spiritual thing. But once he sat beside me, there was just some anger that came up, that welled up within me, not knowing God was setting me up.
Interesting.
So it was, so the meeting basically was the person who you might know, Mama Sherry, her with Rig and Moses Akko, and they talked about the father heart of God, how sometimes our view of our fathers, our parents, shapes our view of God. And that holds us back from, walking in a good relationship with him and everything. And for me, I'm like, yeah, I understand the father heart of God. I'm grateful to have been raised by a strong mother who raised me on her own and raised me, helping me.
Shout out to mom.
Shout out to mom. Shout out to mom. Who raised me, explaining that, okay, yeah, like I'm the one raising you, but God is raising you through me.
Amazing.
She showed me that God was my father. So I never had any doubt that, like, I didn't feel that absence. And she wasn't the one to paint my dad in a bad light, like, he's this, he's that. Instead, I saw my dad as someone who could have just known better and done better, but he didn't. Like, he was just living the way he knew how to. Anyway. So this anger rose up within me. And then during the course of the meeting, they're going around praying for people, explaining the father heart of God. That's how I started to cry. And someone came to pray with me. And I'm like, what's all this? Like, this wasn't the plan. But it was God just starting off some healing for some anger I didn't know I had. Or just, for me, I wouldn't even say anger, but it was just upset. Like, just some upsetness, if I can say that,
No,
towards my dad.
definitely.
Yeah, so I felt like, oh, okay, I feel like that's resolved. Thank you, Lord. Like it started off something within me. And then a month later was my cousin's wedding. I didn't expect my dad to be there. I hadn't seen my dad in 10 years. I didn't expect him to be there, but it flashed through my mind like, oh, what if he's there? That's how I see my dad walking up to me. Or so someone led him to me like, yeah, that's your daughter kind of thing. And I thank God for the heart posture that I had. And I believe that God helped me have that from that meeting. And of course, just him helping my heart since. And I ended up honoring him. And for me, it's honor in the sense of I went to look for a seat for him. The party was already full. I spoke to him, had a good conversation, catching up on how many years of life. And it was good. And that was the last time I saw him. And he passed some months after. So yeah, that's my own story of how God is kind and that he sets up that healing that we don't even know we need. Because I didn't know that was my heart. I didn't know.
Even so, when my dad passed, he came to Abuja to buy a car. So I was serving in Abuja, and we went to Coast Charis together. We chose the car. I was so excited because he went back. I was supposed to drive the car.
Oh wow!
Or use it for a week or so, then send it. Then go give him the car. When he went back, he did not transfer the money. So I was asking, "What's up? What's happening?" He said he had bank issues. I did not know that he, because I was working for the federal government in Kogi in Lokoja. I don't know he was admitted. So it was my stepmom that called and said, "Bro, you may need to go and check on your pops." So when I called him, he said he's fine. I said, "Are you sure?" He said, "Yeah." Next thing, she called me and said, an ambulance is bringing him to Jos. When I called, so all this happened in a week. So I saw him on Friday. Monday, he was hospitalized. Wednesday, they were taking him to Jos. I kept on calling, like, what's happening? They were trying to take care of him. And the last conversation I had with him was on a Thursday. And the last thing my father told me was, "Don't worry." And he passed that Sunday. And I went, because I'm the first boy, only son. I went into dad mode, firstborn mode. And because everybody kept on telling me, "You're the man of the house now," and everything. And just the drama of Nigeria, culture, all of those things. I had to just, be in that mood. So I did not realize I did not really mourn my dad. Another thing, I buried my dad on my birthday.
Oh no!
And that's, people keep asking why. That was the only free Saturday.
Oh wow!
So people will come and hug me and like, "I'm sorry for your loss. Happy birthday."
Happy birthday. Strange.
But I realized I did not fully mourn him. Two things happened. I read C.S. Lewis's A Grief Observed. I don't lend out that book because I journaled extensively in that book. I encourage you to read it. And he documented his grief when he lost his wife. Beautiful. But my dad passed 2015. A major thing that happened again for me was in 2018, my wife and I were married. We were on our honeymoon, the beautiful island country of Seychelles. We had gone out, come back, and she was watching her TV show, This Is Us. And I did not like, I'm not a fan of those kinds of shows, but, we're married now.
Yeah, compromise.
Let me just sit and
love.
And it was, do you know the show?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. So if you know season 1, the black dude basically
I think I only ended up watching one episode. It's too deep.
Anyway,
a lot.
There's a black guy on the show who was adopted, who later found his dad. And he unfortunately found his dad in his when the dad was passing. So I joined her the episode when the dad passed.
Heavy.
And the next thing, she's watching and she's hearing, and I start bawling and I'm crying at our honeymoon. And, because in my head, I'm most Nigerian man in me is like, hope this girl would not think.
Who did I marry?
Exactly. But she just held me, and that was a very important moment. I realized God was using, that story as well to help, should I say, release pain that was held back. So, your tears in that meeting and God orchestrating that to happen, I cried during worship. Do you understand? I'm not ashamed of my tears. I'm not ashamed of worshiping Jesus. I tell my church, I'm not a superman of God. I love God.
Yeah.
If the tears come, it will come out. So
Let it fall.
don't be ashamed of what the Lord did. And the point I was trying to make in all of this was healing is continuous. It's not just an event. It is God will continually use His word, people, to heal you, because the enemy will still bring back lies and make you think, okay, Tony, you missed out on this because your dad was absent here.
Yeah.
But you need to remind yourself that even though I did not experience this, there's something greater coming from me. And I have God. See, I was telling church, the highest, what the gospel gives us, and I really pray we as Christians, community of believers, that's one thing we dive into. Sonship. That we're not just saved, we're not just justified and made righteous. We will not just experience glory, but the highest thing that the gospel gives us is adoption.
To be honest.
That we are sons. I think we just quote that and we move on.
Yeah, we're so used to
If
hearing
we
it.
understand that there's rejoicing in heaven when a son repents and comes back home. You don't understand that God throws a party because his child comes back home. As many as believe, he gave the right, the authority to be called, the power to be called the children of God. I'm learning to bask in that, to enjoy that. I'm teaching that. There's nothing, all the realms people pursue, the portals people pursue, all these things. There may be some benefits to them, but there's nothing, Tony, there's nothing better than being called a child of God.
That's so huge. That is huge. My goodness.
That the maker of heaven and earth is our Father.
It needs meditation. Like it needs.
Yeah.
You need to think on it. One needs to think on it to
You're absolutely
fully
right.
comprehend.
Yes.
I think we'd walk around on clouds like this life. I'm
yeah.
good.
You are good.
I'm solid because I have God. Like I'm His child.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's more than anything. I think it's something that needs to be taught again. It over and over and over again. Yeah.
Yeah, it's easy to push it aside, like, oh, that's not serious. It's not serious, you know. Yeah, you're a son, but let's talk about hell. Let's talk about, like I said, portals. Yeah, it's easy to stray from that, but the essence, the core, knowing that He is Father, knowing that He
At
is
the end of the day,
friend, that's man, that's changing my life still. Not just changing. Yeah, that's changing me. So,
what are your current kind of like daily rhythms or practices when you find yourself drifting, when these lies come? What are some things you do?
I would pause. I would talk to God. That's my go-to. So, okay, Lord, like I thank God He's helped me realize. So I now know, okay, my thoughts are going a certain way. I'm calling myself back. There's something I learned listening to a teacher a while back, which was, he said, okay, count in your mind from 1 to 10. So count in your mind. Now say your name.
Jesse.
what number did you stop at? Or what happened, rather? Yeah, you stopped. So, like, speaking interrupts those thoughts. I learned
Right.
that. So, I'd speak out. Even if I'm at work, I speak under my breath. If I need to take a bathroom break, I'm going to take a break and go and deal with those thoughts. I get myself together. So, that's me at the moment. What about you?
I'll say something similar, but meditation is something I'm trying to bring back
Yeah.
into my spiritual practice. I call it the forgotten discipline, spiritual discipline. We talk a lot about, well, I think depending on your tradition, in Christian tradition, there's a lot of talk on
Yeah.
confessions, and if you're charismatic or Pentecostal, there's praying in tongues and all of that. But as beautiful as these things are, meditation is something that I feel many of us are cheating ourselves out of. Well, I don't know if I'll say cheating, but we're missing out on. Psalm 1 says, "Blessed is the man who meditates on the law of the Lord day and night." Like, and meditation is not the Eastern religious practice of sitting and humming, as some of us think.
What does that look like?
Yes, in the Hebrew, it means Haggah, and it is a repetitive mutterings. That's one. But there's the imaginative side to it, where you're seeing with your mind's eye the truth that you are confessing. And that's one of the things that I'm trying to bring back, yes, to my life, to my prayer life, to my spiritual disciplines.
So good. It's so necessary, especially because we scroll a lot. We scroll a lot in this generation. I'm not going to say point fingers. I scroll too. Scroll a lot.
God is helping us.
Yeah, he's helping us. But honestly, I see the difference in putting my phone away and not letting it distract me and just sitting. Just sitting and thinking. It may not be that I'm praying intentionally or praying out loud, but thinking, which is what you've described as meditating. But I mean, what are we meditating on, right? That's important. Yeah, that's important. There was something you said. Actually, there was something we discussed when you saw my dad on my story. And you talked about your actually no, it was me. Yeah. So you talked about your parents, you shared and just encouraged me. And then I shared something that you didn't know that I don't think I really processed to tell you, which was at one city, one time one Sunday I came. It was just regular, I guess your regular prayer, worship and whatnot. But I had this assurance that my dad was in heaven. Yeah, and I shared that with you. I can't fully explain it. It was just a knowing, because I had wondered a bit, and that's one thing I always prayed about my dad's salvation, because I wasn't sure.
Yeah.
And I didn't have that talking relationship where I just pop up and be like, yes, are you saved? Are you born again? Yeah. So it's like, okay, after praying, like whether it would be my mom and I just passingly praying for him or me on my own, then he passes and it's like, but I don't actually know where you are. So God just assured my heart. And I think you said the same as well. Can you share that story?
Sure. My sister and I, we were praying for years for my dad. And he was a Christian, but I'll call him a cultural Christian. And we just wanted to see him deeper in his faith. So we were praying for him. Anyway, when my dad passed, the one prayer I had was, I need to know where this man is, Lord. And I did not tell anybody that that's what I was praying. And so he died on Sunday night. Monday morning, I went to Jos, traveled back to Jos, and I was told that Sunday he was able to sit up, he was able to interact with people, he was making jokes. You know, I think doctors say, there's a thing they call it, when someone's about to pass, and that's when they are like lively.
Most alive, yeah.
But most alive. And he asked for the communion. which is very interesting. So Sunday morning, our Anglican priest went to his bedside, and he performed the, Eucharist. They gave him the bread and the wine. That was one. I just felt that okay, this man was making himself right with God. So for me, that was one assurance. But my friend, I went for a family meeting 2 days later. We're trying to plan the logistics of it. I went with one of my best friends who had gone to pray for him prior. And that my friend is a prayer warrior. So because I was in Abuja and he was in Jos, I called him, Percy, go pray for Pops. According to him, he went with all the healing scriptures in the Bible.
Yeah.
But he said, this is post my dad's death. He said he cannot remember using any of them, that he can only remember praying for the salvation of my dad's soul. So in that family meeting, we were stuck there for like 2 hours. He was in the living room, so he slept off. On our way back to the family house, he said, man, I just had the weirdest dream. I said, what is it? He said, I can't remember. Did he say your dad or Jesus or something? He said I should tell you he's fine.
Oh.
And I just, man.
So beautiful.
If I cry, my eyes are sweating.
Sure. It's allowed. I'll get you tissue.
But that I just said, I just felt fine.
Yeah.
That my sister and I, we were praying for years, and I just know he's fine now. And
God is so kind.
as Paul says, they are sleeping in the Lord, and one day we'll get to unite with them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
God is good. God is so good. And I appreciate how God cares about the little things. Like to us, I feel like we may think, okay, he's this grand God. Why would he want to just answer and let me know where my dad is? But I mean, he's grand, yet he's just the sweetest, softest guy.
Yeah.
He's the sweetest, softest, and would want to assure our hearts that, yeah, he's fine. And I think for me, it was an encouragement that, yeah, your prayers avail much. And it might not have been that you were the only one praying for him, but that it did something.
So in theology, they call it the transcendence of God and the immanence of God. That he is totally other. He's holy and he's very different from us. He's set apart, right? We can't fully know him in his fullness. Thank God for Jesus.
Thank God for Jesus.
So he's immanent in the sense that he's near us. Jesus, Philip was asking the Lord, show us the Father. If we go back, Exodus, Moses asked the Lord, show me your face. And he said, if I show you my face, you will die.
Do you really want to do that now?
Philip says, show us the Father. And Jesus looked at him and said, if you've seen me, you've seen the Father. So he is total. I don't want to use the word far, but he's transcendent in the sense that in our finiteness, we cannot reach him. But he came down to us. And that's the beauty of the gospel. We are not a people that are trying to reach God. He is the one trying to reach us. So he cares for us that much that he became one of us so that we can become like him.
Beautiful. Not you, like you're not wearing your pastor hat, but you are.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it. I love that it's just who you are. So thank you. Thank you. Yeah, so you talked about pain and how like healing has been continuous for you. How has that pain of, I guess, losing your mom and then your dad, and I guess the tumultuous family dynamics, how has that pain shown up in your own life, in your life as you, and then your life as a father, and how have you navigated that?
It's something that is, I'll say it's constantly there. And God uses marriage and family as a way to sanctify us,
Whoosh.
honestly. And my journey is still continuous, Every time I think I want to, in quotes, give back the same energy, or as we Gen Z say, aura for aura.
Okay. You say we Gen Z.
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
as we say, want to give back.
Yeah.
And there's this funny thing that happens to me. God shows me the picture of the cross.
No.
And I know what it means.
Yeah.
You can't do that.
Interesting.
That's how God has been shaping me. To not give back. I've not done it perfectly, honestly. To not give back when somebody, to give back what people deserve, but
Some
to,
vastness here and
yes.
there.
And I'm asking the Lord for wisdom, navigating this. I became a dad at 24.
Oh, wow.
Do you understand? I had two step siblings, a sister,
Okay, in that sense.
a half sister,
Yeah.
Then there's all the dynamics of that. I walked down my sister down the aisle 2 years later. My brother, my sister.
That's a lot.
So I'm still. Then I became a pastor. God used all of that to quicken my maturity, And I became a pastor at 27, but I was already doing youth ministry like 3 years prior, I think. So like 24, I was already leading Wawa Papuja.
Yeah.
So God used all of that to just help me. But I'm still learning, honestly. I'm still learning.
You're still learning. It's a beautiful thing to be okay with the learning, the process, the undoing. And I think it's a beautiful thing as well that we need to make popular and the norm, not popular, the norm, which is like you're a pastor, yet you're okay to say, look, like, I'm not Superman. Don't put me on a pedestal.
No.
Like, we're all learning, we're all growing. And I think it's refreshing to see. It's a refreshing version of pastorship to see because we often have the tag that, oh, you're unreachable. I think I remember telling you that, like, thank you for being accessible and down to earth. Don't let your head swell. But I think it's just beautiful how you it's very like Jesus to do. So to be present, to show up for people, to not be hard to reach and have this pump blocking, like in between you and the people. So, I mean, you may not have done it perfectly, I don't know, but just to say that I see that. So, yeah, thank you.
Yeah, I think it's one of the things my mentor taught us, Dr. Charles. Almost anybody can reach him.
Yeah.
This is a man that leads his own clinic. He runs a hospital. He's he's an acclaimed surgeon, in his own space. But he'll introduce himself and he'll say, "Hi, my name is Charles." So I saw that and I cannot be anything. I cannot ask for more. There were days when, I'll look around and I see my peers or contemporaries, they have the entourage.
Yeah.
They have, and I'm like,
It might be
oh,
nice.
yeah.
No?
But I'm learning that's not me.
Yeah.
That's not me, and I'm not even trying to say the people that do that I'm better than them. But that's not me. That's not how I believe the Lord wants me to do ministry, and I don't know what else to say. Yeah.
Yeah, it's important to know your own templates, what the Lord is asking you to do. I'm learning that. If God asks me to do something, I don't have to quickly look like who else is doing it the
Oh,
way.
that's the quickest way to fail.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I'm looking back at God, like, okay, you told me to do this. How exactly do you want me to go about it? Can you guide me? Can you lead me? Okay, if you want me to look at someone else, what exactly is it about this? So I'm
Yeah.
not just doing a copy and paste.
It's one of the biggest lessons I've had to learn in like God unmasking me. You understand? In the past 3 years.
Yeah.
We transitioned from I pastored another church for 4 years, and we transitioned to one city. And even in that transition, I knew the Lord wanted to do a new thing in me, through me. But I found myself going back to former templates and looking around at what I was seeing. And God showed up and like, bro, it's either you continue doing this and I'll let you be, or we'll walk in this. So there are certain things I wanted to see in my ministry because in quotes, culturally, that's what was supposed to happen. That's what it meant. That's what a successful ministry looks like. And December of 2023, we transitioned 2022, but December of 2023 / January, God was like, I'm pulling you out. And he has been unmasking me. And how do I define success? Is it by what is happening in this other ministry, in this other church? Or is what God says yes to? And even in marriage, you understand, do I compare myself to what I see on Instagram? Or is how God is asking me to serve my family and my wife. So the unmasking has been, it's not fun, but it's been real.
I was going to say that real. Thank you for being real, because it might not be fun.
No,
but
it's usually not.
Yeah, necessary process. Okay, so you've had your own upbringing. How are you being a different dad? Are you choosing to be a different dad? What does that look like? I guess you weren't super close to your dad, but how are you navigating being a father to your girls?
My dad was close to me in his own way. We bonded over certain things. We both loved technology. We both loved to learn. So we bonded over that. With my girls, and honestly, I'm still learning. Do you understand? Like with my girls now, and as the Lord is sending girls to me, I'm like, God, I beg. I won't have, I don't know if I have an answer. I'm just saying, Lord, give me wisdom. Because I look around and I see what's happening with women in the culture, how women relate to men, how women see men, how men see women and relate to them. And I'm like, Lord, help me raise these girls in the way you want to. So if my plan is to ask him, that's my plan.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah, even I have certain things we want to do. So for instance, we are trying to encourage her to learn her interest. She loves this, like we just discovered she likes chess. And she's 4. So we got her a chess tutor who just who is going to the house this evening. She said she likes swimming. Okay. So Saturday mornings, afternoons, we're there
watch out,
learning.
world.
So I think those are some of the things I did not see for me, and I want to be there. I don't know what kind of world they will grow up in, but I know I want them to grow up to be confident. I know I want them to be bold, to love God, to love people. I want them to pursue their purpose. So I'll say those are the main things. Academic pursuits, career pursuits, all these things. I believe when all these things are there, every other thing will be fine. So I'll say my strategy is to just ask him,
That's the Lord.
God, what should I do?
Yeah.
Because I don't know how to raise girls. Show me what to do. Honestly.
Yeah, God is the best guy that
He is.
he's dependable enough to help, to lead. So, yeah. Was it a surprise for you?
The
Did you
girls?
ever expect, did you ever have a goal like, okay, I want one boy and a girl? Or
Yeah. Tony.
dicey question.
Okay. I don't know if you know, but because I'm asking because we've posted it, we've shared it online.
Yes, I
So
do.
our first pregnancy, which we lost, I believe it was a boy. Yeah, yeah. We don't know. I believe it was a boy. We were both praying for a boy, and some months in, Eva lost when we had a miscarriage. Very painful experience. And when we were ready again, I was praying for a girl, and the Lord sent a girl. Eva was praying for a boy,
Oh, really?
and we confirmed it was a girl.
Yeah.
So we got a girl, and then the second one, we're like, okay, we're going to get a boy. But the weird thing is the name we gave her. I wanted to. I don't know. I was remixing it to form a new name to give a boy.
Oh, okay.
So it was a girl's name, which is Eden,
Eden.
right? Well, I think some guys are called Eden. It's rare.
Okay. It's Aiden that comes to mind. Like
I know there's Eden.
Aiden,
Yes. So we're going to name. I don't know if I say. We're going to name him Jaden.
No.
But Eva fought me. I'm admitting now, and I've let it go. Eva fought me because she was like, guy, everybody's having one Aiden, Jason, Apega. I said, no, our own is Jae.
Oh, okay. It's special. It's
It's
different.
special, it's different.
Different.
So when we learned it was a girl, we just like, it's Eden.
Yeah.
So I'm happy.
Yeah.
Honestly, my
God.
father-in-law had 4 girls. I have sisters. I have cousins as sisters, so
Yeah.
I'm happy.
Women are amazing.
I keep
Make
hearing.
life sweeter.
Yes.
You make life sweeter. Thank you.
Interestingly, statistically, men that have daughters live longer.
Oshé,
Yeah.
long life is your
Yeah.
portion.
Interestingly. So I know I'm going to be here a while.
I love it. I love it for you. Oh gosh. Yeah, God is good. I'm glad. And grateful to God for your journey, for who you are, I think. And as I was saying before, like, I have a lot of respect for you, which is why you're here on the pod. And I just really wanted this conversation to be about fatherhood and just the ins and the outs of healing, which you have shared, and growth, and the fact that, I mean, you can have that background but still be who you are. You can navigate it and navigate it with God. You can be, I mean, you mentioned that you were like you thought God was wicked, like, who's this person? And valid too. Like, I think it's very important to come to terms with our emotions. Like, I mean, if someone lost their parent at that young age as well, you think, who is this person that we say is God? Okay, and you say, oh, the Lord gives, the Lord takes as well. Like, make it make sense. So I know you have something to say to that.
No.
Okay. Yeah, we'll unpack
Not
in
today.
part 2. Yeah. We'll have you back if you oblige. But yeah, thank you for just sharing how God found you and your journey with Him.
If it's okay,
Please go
just
ahead.
before you close out, the probably millions of girls that are like you, that have your story, who had absent fathers, what would you like them to know? I know this is not my fault, but
Yeah. Important question. I would say it doesn't define you, and that God is the best father, honestly. I can say that with my full chest. yes, there may be things that I've questioned and thought, okay, why? So, okay, I got to reconnect to my dad. Why did he then go? Like, what's the point? That's disappointing. And then it can add to maybe the relationship that was supposed to be but didn't because the guy was a certain way. It can add to me thinking, oh, why are guys like this? Why has this not worked out? It can add to that. It might be that way for you where you just feel, you know what, guys are disappointing. But I would say God fills those gaps. And if you let him, he can be the best dad. So take a chance on God and receive his love. That's it, really.
Beautiful.
Yeah. If you want to add on to that,
Yes.
please do. Please do.
When did you finally say, I forgive you, Dad? And how did you get there?
I think it was actually at that meeting because I didn't know. I didn't know I had that harboring like in my heart. So it was me releasing that like I'm upset, but it's okay. Like I get, it's okay. I get that. If you would have known better, you'd have done better. Or if you had known that your presence would mean a certain thing, you would have gone about things a different way. I think I understood that then, although it's still been a process. But I think that's when I forgave. Yeah. Even though I didn't know I needed to forgive, but hey.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah.
Thank you for asking.
Yeah, sure.
Now you're putting me on the spot on my own part. It's okay. It's allowed. I'm asking at all. So thank you. I would just ask, do you have any just last like closing words you want to say to men out there on whatever it is you think they need to know?
Yes. I've been obsessed with these two natures of God, of Jesus that I see. And I really want, it's something I'm hoping to be, and it's something I'm hoping to be, something I'm hoping to teach. In Revelations 5,
Yeah.
John is shown the elders. He's invited into, the heavens, and he sees all this beautiful worship. He sees this beautiful worship experience. Then a scroll is passed, and I can't particularly remember what the scroll is for, but the scroll was supposed to be open.
Yeah.
And he starts to weep, and because no one could open it. And an elder walks up to him and says, don't cry, that the Lion of the tribe of Judah is worthy. He will open the scroll. And he tells him to turn, and he turns, and he doesn't see the Lion of the tribe of Judah. He sees the lamb that was slain.
Yeah.
And that duality of God, that the lion and the lamb, is something I want to be. That God is this fierce, bold lion that protects, that is courageous, and the lamb that is able to be led, that is able to be patient, that is able to give themselves sacrificially. That is what I want my brothers to be like. There's no masculine person more than Christ.
Let him know.
Really. And you cannot say he was a weak man. You can't.
His compassion, his softness and strength.
You cannot say he was a weak man. To do what he did, he willingly gave himself to die for people who don't love him. That is power. So
That's a man.
in a culture that is teaching we need to be more powerful, and their own version of power is putting down people, I want us to be also like the lamb that are able to give ourselves sacrificially.
Amazing. Thank you. Thank you so much. I'm grateful. Thank you for your time. And please say yes to part 2. No pressure.
Okay.
Thank you. So thank you, and
Thank you for this. Well done.
thank you.